Go ahead.
Well, first off, just to start off, I feel we had a good bye week as far as getting guys healthy and getting some guys back. At the same time, guys that been playing dinged up, just getting them a little healthy, right? I think we have a good grasp on what we want to do, and just a slight head start on Notre Dame, just actually having an extra week to prepare, right? At the same time, I think we got back to the basics and as far as fundamentals, as far as technique, and make sure guys play with low pad levels. So as you see, a little bit of practice, still adjustments as far as us having some jog through with some plays, and then all of a sudden speeding up and going full speed. I think that's going to help the guys as far as seeing the looks, a little slower motion, and then seeing them sped up.
Seemed encouraging to see Jackson getting the second team reps, come out of practice. Where is he at?
He's still day-to-day. Still, hasn't been truly cleared by, the trainers and everything else. But, it's basically about his health first. And then after, we'll make sure his health is okay, then all of a sudden, he'll get a chance to play.
Is there a Michael Trigg update?
No. Right now, like I say, he's still week to week. I doubt that he'll be ready for this particular game and this particular week. But right now, it's still just making sure he gets as much rehab as possible.
You've seen Ishmael Sasha do a little bit more each week, it seems like. What will he add once he's able to contribute for you?
To one, he's huge. Secondly, he's very athletic. So it's hard to find big men that are athletic, and he's both, right? So just another guy that'd be quality as far as us on the depth, but also a big-time player. Well, I wasn't here, but I got a chance to watch it. And I've watched it now probably about 5 or 6 times, and you see some guys that's hungry to play as far as being physical, as far as especially knowing their assignments. So that was a big thing to see, but they're flying around, they're making plays, and tackling.
With Jack.
Make any changes from that?
Well, as you see, it's a lot more guys that are younger guys that's out here playing. So that's kind of the changes that's being made from that. Even some of those guys getting a chance to play special teams.
With Jackson, what's he shown you over the course of these last 4 weeks, just as he's been rehabbing?
Well, I mean, it's nothing really the first couple weeks he didn't show me anything besides rehabbing. Really just right now it's the same thing I've always seen. A guy with a live arm, a guy, that can move around, and he has command of the offense just like all our quarterbacks do, and, a guy that's willing and eager to play.
How different is the challenge traveling to Notre Dame, different time zones compared to your normal travel pattern?
The time zones is always huge, but at the same time we made some adjustments as far as this week is, tomorrow or Thursday guys getting up early, and I don't think it'll ever be a problem for us. Just the simple fact is that we lift weights in the morning. So a lot of things for us I think is going to help us out, work in our favor a little bit. Time zones is always different. If it was 10 degrees and snowing, of course that would be different, but it's not. So it's still nice weather, especially this time of year out there. To be honest, it's just like any other place.
Are you expecting to see more than one Notre Dame quarterback in this game?
Yes. All their games, they play about 3 every game. So, you have to be prepared because all those guys are different challenges.
Heard you preparing for the crowd noise and just the, Dropkick Murphys playing. Is that, how much of a difference does that make in your mind? Like, how much do you need to prepare for that?
Well, that's just a tradition. I've been quite a few places where we did things like that in practice and played their fight song the whole practice, and it almost becomes when you get there and they're playing it, you don't even hear it, right? You're just so accustomed to it, it's like the norm. So I guess that's like, when you start tuning it out, instead of it being there the first time and they're playing it and you get in awe a little bit.
Sure.
You were busy on the road last week. What was the importance of getting out and seeing recruits, and what's the message that you project to them right now?
Well, a lot of those guys I didn't get a chance to quite see, besides seeing them playing games and stuff like that. So that was good. It's always good to see guys playing around and stuff like that as far as high school games, especially last year. You don't take it for granted because of COVID. So that's huge just to get a chance to be on the road and evaluate. So the message hasn't changed at all. USC is a great place and plan on being here for a very long time.
Let's do one more.
You talked about the bye being helpful coming off injury, but how does it maybe create a reset button for you guys mentally, especially going into the Notre Dame game? Excuse me.
It's a major reset. But the simple fact is that they have an idea now who I am, right? And I have an idea who they are just being a head coach. When you're the DB coach, you kind of focus so much on your position. Now it's, a chance for me to focus on the whole team. So it's a chance for all of us to unwind a little bit and see what we did, wrong or right as far as self-scout on offense, defense, and special teams. So I think that would all be key with us moving forward. Thank you.
Coach.
Fight on.
Thank you.